Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to another episode of our F1 2020 My Team career mode, and today we have the race at Austria. Now as you can see here in the timeline, we've got a crankshaft and a wastegate actuator or something that need to go on the car. So let's see if they're going to go on successfully. The crankshaft did not.
A major issue on the production line,
but the other one did.
week, so the entire development package for this weekend has failed. Check your R&D screen to order any redevelopments.
Let's read by it a minute and it'll be in time for the next Grand Prix, which I didn't actually pay attention to what it is. The British Grand Prix, a track that I'm not very good around, but hopefully it'll be better this season. But we are still the 5th best car on the grid, completely in the mid-table of everybody. And yeah, I think today we can do alright. Reason we're not spending our money because we've got the contract extension of Mick Schumacher for the next episode before the British Grand Prix. But let's advance now to the Austrian Grand Prix. Time for our first qualifying lap here around Austria, a track that we're very good around normally, and I think we're very good around it this weekend as well. But mistake into turn 1 there may leave us as a banker lap. And then a bit deep into the hairpin as well. We are struggling a little bit on this lap. The next lap, hopefully we can nail it. But a very scruffy lap, and it's a 103.0. If you missed last episode, guys, which was the French Grand Prix, I would advise you to go and check it out. It was a very good race weekend for us as a team. I'm not going to give any spoilers until just before the race. He just hampered us big time through there. We make it up in the final turn, and we're going to go 3 tenths faster nearly. We jump to P4. Mick Schumacher is in P5. We're going to let that car go first.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today. Bottas, Verstappen and Charles Leclerc. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. So
it's a P5 and a P8 start for the team, which I'm going to spoil it now, so spoilers are incoming, that did a 1-2 in France at the Paul Ricard circuit. Mick Schumacher won the race, we came second. It was an unbelievable weekend. The one-stop strategy came into fruition so well. It was perfect. And we backed up the field a little bit after letting Mick Schumacher through early on in the race. And we went on to get a 1-2 for the team. It was unbelievable.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg, and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship, except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of Turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Ricciardo, Buchan and Hamilton, Perez, Schumacher, Sainz and Antonio Giovinazzi, Stroll, Norris, Sebastian Vettel and Gasly, Albon, Magnussen, Esteban Ocon and Daniel Kvyat. Raikkonen, Grosjean, Latifi and George Russell ends our grid lineup. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Well, as Jeff said, we're aiming for a top 10 finish, but as you can see on the forecast, being Austria, you can never predict predict what the weather's going to do. And we're starting on softs. There's a little spell of cloudiness, then rain, then cloudiness, then sun with cloud. We're starting with sun with cloud. It's going to be a very interesting Grand Prix. But we'll see. We're definitely not doing the 2-stop because that'll turn into a 3-stop. So it's probably going to be a 2-stop race unless we can drive on the medium tyre. Actually, I think might have to be a 3-stop actually. I'm not sure. Right, we're going to go with the 2 for now. And try and extend, or the 1-stop, sorry, try and extend the soft tyre to the rain period. Go on the inters for maybe a couple laps, and then switch back to, like, maybe another set of softs, because we've got a fresh set. Or maybe a set of mediums, depending when it happens. Lights out, and away we go here for the Austrian Grand Prix. We get a decent start, getting past the Renault already. Can we go around the outside of the Red Bull? Just about going off the circuit. Can we defend now from the slipstream of Verstappen behind? He's in our slipstream. We run him slightly wide, and we stay in P3. What a start!
Let's capitalise on that first lap.
We ain't got quite the pace of the Red Bull around here because he seems very quick. And we've already lost touch on the cars at the front. Bottas and Leclerc, they're long gone.
DRS is being enabled.
Fastest lap in the race
we
by
can
us.
use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
And we're already on the back of Leclerc. What a second lap that was. We've dropped Verstappen and we're on the back of Leclerc. Hairpin down the next straight. Take the actual Charles Leclerc line on F1 2019. And we're in the slipstream. We've got the DRS and the overtake activated with a little bit of rich mix. He's going defensive. Go for the cutback. Come on. We should be able to get him into this turn. And we do, just about, and come across the line. And here's the replay of this overtake. It was well executed. With the cutback just on the hairpin. Get into his slipstream, use the overtake and the ERS. And just get in the... And following up that, we just made the overtake. Can we defend? And Leclerc's hit us. Leclerc's hit us. Let's rewind and have a look at that. But Leclerc has just hit the back of our car. We'll go on board with him. You can see what he's done. He's rammed us slightly to the side and overtook us by ramming us out the way. Should be able to get him down this straight. We've got the ERS, the rich mix, the DRS all activated at once.
To mix 2.
Around the outside. Go for the cutback again. And this should be a mirror image of the last overtake. We don't have DRS. I think DRS might have failed. Nice firm overtake. Just run in. Just drive the car straight in, block pass, and make the overtake. Hopefully he doesn't hit us through here this time. And he doesn't. We're into P2. Just so everybody can see, we are still on 100 difficulty. 100 legend difficulty here.
don't think it's going to stay dry for much longer. The rain could come at any moment. Watch out. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
The rain is hitting us now, and the AI always cope better in the rain than the player. So this could be, well, in the changeable conditions, this could be a problem. Leclerc is on the back of us already.
You're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes. We're going to box this lap. Push hard on the in-lap.
Now I need to decide whether I'm pitting for a set of inters or whether the rain's not going to be severe enough and we'll just go on to the set of hards. I think I'm going to stay out an extra lap just to make my decision. Probably 2 laps because Mick will pit next lap. Leclerc's on the hards. Mick's coming into the pits. What tyres is he going to fit? What tyres is he fitting? He's fitting the... a little bit too much. So it wasn't the best of pit entries, but we're in now anyway. We're going on to the set of hards. Where's Leclerc? Here's Charles Leclerc coming down the pit straight. Where are we going to feed out in comparison? Comes around the first turn. And there's us. He's checked Latifi here. Nice and easy. But no, we got Perez trying to overtake us instead. We had to go for the dive down Latifi because we outbraked ourselves awfully. But that might be the last time we see Leclerc this race. So we're probably in P3 now, net P3. More people boxed in. Up into P5. Ricardo's behind us. Perez
has just moved into first.
Stayed behind us because we've now gapped him a little bit. Losing traction big time now in these tricky conditions.
ETA on this. We've got a lot of spare.
He's done enough just to get us close enough for the DRS. That's good. Can we stay in DRS? We're using a bit of rich and a bit of overtake just to get a little bit closer. Right behind him now. I think realistically we can stay
I'm sure that these tyres are the right
very
ones.
close.
It might be time to come in and change.
No, I'm not coming in for wets now. You can go away.
No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Mistake. Big mistake from us. We've gone massively wide. We've just outbraked ourselves. We're down to P5. That's really frustrating.
Looks like the weather is going to dry up in about 5 minutes. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
And now we've spun. Whoops. It's all gone wrong here.
Full course caution.
And we've got a penalty. That's the end of our spin here. We come around. We try to re-spin ourselves around onto the circuit. But then Unfortunately, the Red Bull of Alex Albon's coming around the corner at the same time. And the safety car's out, and we have a 5-second penalty for a severe collision. Couldn't have gone worse, really. Couldn't have gone worse. Have any damage from any of those collisions? No. I don't know how we have no damage, but we have absolutely no damage. We caused the crash, and then we picked up no damage from it. I don't know how that works.
Remember that we need to stay within 10 car lengths of the next car.
I'm trying, Jeff. Shush.
Okay, let's get ready
Safety
to go.
car's
Racing
coming
again.
in.
The safety car is in this lap. When the This rain should be ending shortly. The dry line will come in quickly, so don't waste any time getting back up to speed. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Max Verstappen passes us. We're down into P11 now. But we are going to go straight for the lunge back on him. And run him slightly wide. Bit of oversteer. But we make the move. We're back into P10. We need to start progressing forward. Especially with the 5-second penalty we've got for taking that teammate. Don't touch the white lines or the curbs in these conditions. You should know better than that. After this race looking so positive and promising, it's all gone downhill in just a small space of time. Going defensive as early as possible.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix 2 soon.
Even if we pass him, we got to get a 5-second gap to stay in front. We deserved the penalty, but although it wasn't deliberate, just a bit of a misjudgment from me when I spun the car around. We went for a late lunge there. Didn't quite pay off though. We need to get past Ocon, and we need to get past Ocon quick. Come on. Come on, car. Give me a bit more. We'll have a go down this next straight. Well, that was the plan until we lost the back end. We've now lost the position to Gasly.
Okay, keep on him. He might make a mistake.
Good dive there. And we just about get the position, or do we? We're alongside each other. We've got our ERS and Rich Mix being activated. We're going to try and drive around the outside. I'm going to squeeze him out a little bit. Didn't mean to make contact. But we do pass him. Up into P9, but technically we're still P11. Maybe even P12. We need to get this gap.
Virtual safety car, reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
This is not helpful. This is helpful to save a little bit of fuel, but it's not helpful because we realistically need to keep gapping.
Okay, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace. VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
Come around to start our final lap of the race, where we've got the 5.3 second beat to Kvyat.
This is your final lap of the race.
But a minute ago it was up 6 seconds, so we might lose it. I'm not sure at the moment, but we're going to push as hard as we can on this final lap. Hopefully maintain P10. Damage limitation race after our stupid mistake we made, and then taking out Albon and getting the penalty. From around the final turn, we're not going to know until Kvyat crosses the line, but we come across the line in 8th.
At the end of the race, we'll see you in Parc Fermé.
But I think, yeah, P10 in the end. Very, very disappointing weekend after, well, race after it started as a very good weekend. We just threw it all away with a stupid mistake.
A fantastic team effort to secure victory here in the Styrian Alps. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. What effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. More points for Valtteri Bottas, further solidifying his lead at the top of the table. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to say Sebastian Vettel certainly caught my eye during today's race. Incredible driving.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. No change in the top spot, but with today's points, their hold on the lead is getting weaker. It was also a strong Grand Prix from Haas F1 this weekend. Fantastic work from the American team to move themselves further up the table. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Well, as you can see, basically after the 1-2 in France, we've been brought back down to reality, and we've come home in 7th and 10th. I did not do very well. I started in 5th, got up into 3rd, and then we ended up making that stupid mistake when we was in 2nd, I believe. 2nd or 3rd. And now, obviously, we come home with a point after the collision, which gave us a
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. Was today a good day for you? How did your team respond to the poor conditions today? What could have gone better?
What could have gone better? I could have not spun and crashed into somebody. I'm not slagging off the team, it was my fault.
It looks like you got bested today. What happened there?
Yeah.
Appreciate your time.
She always asks you about collisions when you make minor collisions, but I make a severe collision, get a penalty, and she doesn't ask you a question about it. Ridiculous. We get all the sponsor goals though, which is great. And at least we get some money from the weekend. Schumacher got damaged. And this is where we're going to be leaving today's episode. Obviously, we all know that we're renewing Mick Schumacher because I feel that he's actually a very good driver to have around the place with his current ability. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you've enjoyed today's episode and you're new around here, please subscribe for more. I'm aiming to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like. I've been Chris12 LFC, and I'll see you later.